Yes, we are on the amendment, and the amendment does some harm. And let's talk about the harm that's done here. First of all, I guess it's an amendment we could call a weakening amendment in some ways, because it gives us a little glimmer of hope that we're going to maybe get close to talking about patient safety at some point. But what's interesting is you look at the amendment, even the part that's about patient safety, right, about getting better at preventing injuries and malpractice in our hospitals, has a lot of people gathering together to talk about this. We've got representatives of the medical community. We've got representatives from the Attorney General's office. But we're missing someone. Senator Schultz, would you yield?
Senator Schultz, will you yield?
Yes.
Senator Boulton, you are in order.
Is there somewhere in here that has some sort of patient representation in this committee?
In the committee? I mean, the judiciary?
No. I'm sorry. In what you've set up as a study group here to look at.
Well, we did a subcommittee. I didn't set up a study group.
In your amendment, you've set out the Attorney General, you've set out all these groups. Is there any patient representation in your amendment?
Sure. I'd ask you to ask again. What was your question?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Is there anywhere that patients, particularly patients who have been harmed by medical negligence, are represented in your amendment?
I can't think of it, but I'm not sure what information they would offer. We're actually going through the documents, through the institutions, through the physicians, and through the insurance documents. We're looking for hard information. I guess they're welcome to submit.
Okay. But on your task force is the word I was looking for that I was not coming up with. Patients aren't directly represented there.
No.
And they're not represented in general, and they're not represented in particular. Those who have been harmed by medical negligence have no representation on this task force. Is that correct?
I believe it is.
Thank you, Senator.
Yeah.
That feels like an oversight if what we're doing here is we're talking about having a task force that's set up about addressing medical errors, and we only have included here one side of the equation. Not the people who are affected most by medical errors, but those who are affected in the indirect sense, the ones that have lost most dearly aren't represented on this task force at all.